Hello and welcome to another exciting match of Jet Set Radio Future Bingo. Here we are right here with two teams for the first round of the playoffs. On the left, we've got Wecken and Jammy Pat, the big red, Neko Jacobins. And on the right, weighing in at 54 kilograms, it's 54 Keys, which is 7th Ace and Jake.
54 kilograms. I like it. Obviously, we just had the bracket there, so we're entering the playoffs. We've done the round robin. Team SSC and K sadly didn't make it through, but they were incredible team. I'm sure Ace Bats will agree.
One of the best teams.
One of the best, you know, our spiritual winners. I saw a lot of myself in them.
Agreed.
So, yeah, but we're now down to the bracket. So this is, I believe, second and third seed, correct?
I believe so. I mean, we were just looking at the bracket, so I'd hope we got it right. I mean, let's
fingers
open up
crossed.
this. We can look at the board a bit early, but they're about to start momentarily, so let's have a...
Oh, I'm seeing a good square. I'm seeing Unlock Jazz on the board.
Oh, the best square.
Unlock Jazz. Big fan.
Connected to 99th Street, which does have 100% graffiti right in the centre, which is a very unfortunate centre tile for any team.
That is brutal. It's a long one. It's graffiti, and you know, there's a number of bingos on this board that just need that square. So good luck, everyone.
On the bright side, there are two other 99th Street squares in there, so you know, maybe some good parts there. See a Kiva, I see a Dogan. They seem a bit all over the place, this board. There's not really anywhere with
definitely.
a bunch of squares. I mean, there's a few in RDH. There's like 2 defaults. But yeah,
I'm wondering, what have we got in terms of early squares? What are people what might they go for quite quickly? Center of Dark and 99th.
There's only a few defaults.
Possibly.
I mean, Highway Zero, maybe. Like,
RDH Sauna. I mean, it's a bit out of the way, but
if you're in RDH,
you know, there's Topper Station as well in RDH, which is, I mean, we might see someone go straight for that at the start.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Dogan points doesn't take too long to do Dogan compared to some areas, but still, you'd rather not be doing a tape square right off the bat. So, center structure and sewers, maybe again, that's kind of an awkward one to get to. There's other than 99th and RDH, there's not really an awful lot of stuff to scramble for right at the start. So I think people are going to have to start committing to areas really quickly.
Whoever generated this board really does hate both these teams, I must admit. This is an interesting board indeed. I have no idea what either team's going to do. Oh, I mean...
Yeah, I mean, I'm fully expecting to see maybe...
and they are off.
7th Ace going straight into RDH. And yeah, there we go.
You see about
straight
right.
over at the start.
Bit of lag on Wecken stream there. Wecken
Jakey
appears to be
going that
doing the
way
same
as
thing.
well.
Looks like they're
so
doubling up.
Wecken
That's
currently...
a classic 54 keys move. Two in the same
Yeah.
area.
I mean, you know, there's quite a few squares over that way. We've got sewers, we've got Kibo, we've got RDH, and we've got bottom point. Like, there's... And FRZ as well, actually. There's a lot of squares over that way. And, I mean, Ace has been on record before saying, like, he doesn't care if you're spreading out or not. Like, if most of the squares are that way, everyone's going that way.
Oh, yeah,
you know?
square
And, like,
control.
you can see... Yeah, you can see him going deep and just deciding to prioritize, like, those further goals, leaving Jakey to get the nearer ones. But Wecken beating Jakey there, just having a bit of a smoother ride there. And will beat Jakey to Sauna, I believe, with a bit of an advantage there coming off the roof nicely onto the rail.
Yeah, might be able to pull out with boosts if they use all their cans.
Potentially, yeah. Although both players do have them.
Ooh,
and
fancy.
Wecken getting a very, very tidy movement up there. Both players, actually. Both of them playing like really well, but like Wecken with just the slight edge over Jake right now.
Yeah, and Jammy Pat getting 99th Street at 100k points. We've got bottom point there, and Wecken has just gotten Sauna. So it looks like,
so close between the two. Jakey did actually manage to get like a little bit of ground there. Yeah. Wecken opting not to Death Warp here, so I'm curious what Wecken's going for. I don't think there's anything else in...
Well, this is a new Death Warp.
Oh, it's taking a Death Warp further back. Okay. Ending up in the same
sewers?
place, so... Yeah, slightly... possibly not the most optimal decision there from Wecken in terms of the Death Warp. But yeah, heading towards that sewers side of the map.
Jake going to sewers?
Interesting. Yeah, Jake is coming this way. Yeah, I think maybe teams collaborating, trying to work out who's going to go where.
Yeah.
Jammy Pat, meantime, completely free on this side of the map.
Yeah, that's
at the
two
moment.
in 99th.
Yeah, getting the Center of Dark as well that we mentioned.
I wonder if Wecker's going to go to FRZ. I could see that as a potential bingo. And
very true. In fact, both these players, like both these squares that they've gotten on either side, they line up really nicely.
Oh yeah.
They've got potential bingos going so there we go. The bottom point catwalk there, blocking off that top one, but still potential horizontal bingo with RDH and 99th at the bottom there, and also two potential vertical bingos in columns 4 and 5.
Yeah, so this is well, it's still early game, but it looks like, you know, early squares. That's a good sign for Neko Jacobins, but looks like 54 keys just sniped out Wecken to that soul in sewers. So it's, you know, like I say, it's early game and it's blocked out a potential bingo, but obviously there's two other whole sections where bingos could be made. That said, well, they're probably not going to be able to get center bingo simply because Highway 0 Grind 15 is just about to be unlocked, I believe.
Yeah. So Jamie has unlocked that and now just picked it up on the tracker there. Very important one to get because, like you said, that bingo was popping up in the middle, although it does involve that 99th spray, which is really, really not what anyone wants to have to go for.
Yeah, I don't think there's there's one bingo at the moment that, you know, involves 99th spray, but, you know, that I think Jake is going to be putting them in the position where that would be possible, and Ace is going for 100% sprays in bottom point as well. So they would be... Oh, wait, no, it looks like Jake has just fallen. That's a shame. So I think in terms of that centre bingo going straight through the middle, it's going to be a pain in the neck to get, and I think Wecken is going to be able to get FRZ. So I don't think there's any bingo. I think the bingo opportunities are almost dried off already. I mean, there are a few there, but, you know, for the teams to be able to, like, seal the deal on any of them, it doesn't look too hopeful.
Well, so I don't necessarily... because when you look at column 5 right now, you can see Wecken picking up, going for this FRZ grind 10.
Yeah.
If Wecken can get that, and currently Wecken's not contested for that at all, Skydino and Hikage are fairly free on the map right now.
That's true. That said, I think Jake is going to Hikage. Or at the very least, moving to a different part of the map.
It would be very sensible to go to Hikage, definitely, because Hikage can block both bingos potentially. If you get center floating and grind 20, both of their bingos are gone.
Yeah, that kind of seals the deal because, like, I mean, we've got bottom points per 100%, so I suppose there's this Suez 150k. There is everyone's favourite square on this board, I've just noticed. Oh, God. So, you know, we might see him take 20 minutes doing cam plants back and forth on a half pipe to unlock that.
Now, in terms that there will be one bingo left that Neko Jacobins could get. Diagonal, top left, bottom right.
You are correct.
Again, it would involve that 99th graffiti, which is horrible. Yeah. But by getting this FRZ, they have to go to Hikage to block it. But then you've still got 99th Street, you've got Kibo, and you've got Unlocked Jazz.
Yeah.
Now, no one's in Kibo right now. It doesn't even look like 7th Ace is thinking about going to Kibo just yet. I mean, he could very easily.
Ace wants center structure unless this is the point where Ace is going to FRZ. But I think if Wecken just unlocks a single soul, Ace is just going to do a 180.
Yeah, possibly why. No, I'm thinking of Jakey. Jakey right now didn't go for center floating first, so not wanting to reveal that he's in Hikage.
Ooh, sneaky.
Instead going for the grind 20.
Everyone's a good old favourite.
It's such a shame as well because Jammy Pat is in Skydino right now.
Yeah, so it looks like Jammy's in Skydino and it's just kind of a chill, nice relaxing one. Hikage. Oh yeah, there's 3 in Hikage. I did not notice Trix 55. This is a very good area to be in, even even if you ignore the fact that there's 2 bingo denials here. That's 3 squares as well, with not too much effort, which is very, very good.
I think Wecken's had a bit of an issue traversing through FRZ.
Oh, FRZ is a level and a half. Oh, there we go.
There we go, picking up. Well, that's points 50k, but no grind 10 just yet.
It looks like Ace is dropping right next to Grind 10. So I think Ace might be able to just about beat Wecken to Grind 10. Well, I say just about, he's got quite a bit of space. So now they're going to be rushing out of this area, I believe.
Oh, yeah, and Ace picking it up. So that bingo's now off the table. No bingos left, right? That's all the bingos now blocked off.
Well, there is the bingo right on the left side, but
oh, I
like
suppose,
said,
yeah, it would be a
so
stretch
many,
though, wouldn't it?
Yeah. I mean, SDPP special is available. Sewers special would be available, but then there's Dogan 50k, which Jake is in the perfect position to just deny that outright. And yeah, there's not even the diagonals. So I think, there is a possibility of a bingo, but it's not likely.
Yeah, it's very unlikely.
Ace going for that really swag jump, but I feel like both teams have been doing their damnedest to go through sewers, but neither team has really wanted to commit and do it the slow way. And I think that's really what. Actually, I think Jake kind of went the usual way. I mean, I'm just going to say this now. How many times has Ace kind of gone for this?
Yeah,
what's the success rate here? Oh wait,
it is all
insult, and that's what happens.
Yeah, just I guess we'll just shut up.
Yeah. Oh, here's another one.
This is the incorrect direction, I believe. I think Seven Ace has just had enough.
Ooh.
Well, actually, not enough cans to go for it with the boost, deciding to just take the normal path up.
Yeah, it looks like Wecken had the idea of taking the normal path up. Whoa, what was that with Ace? Interesting.
Yeah, Wecken currently on the bottom floor, right?
Yeah, and Jammy going for 99th, 100%. Jake there to deny the Dogan 50k, which shouldn't take too long at all. So everyone's just kind of neck and neck. There's no. What are the points like right now? I can't see the numbers, and I'm terrible at counting.
I'm really curious why Wecken wouldn't go for Kibo or 150k. I mean, maybe that's what Wecken is going for.
I would assume in that situation that 50k would be taken out, Dogan 50k, because they know Jake is kind of in the Hokage area, which kind of implies light side. And at that point, you could go for it. The travel time isn't that much. Oh my god, it's Ace. Oh no, Ace.
Oh, he's going for it.
Oh goodness. Ace consistency is everything, 7th. But he gets it.
There we go. Beautiful stuff. Looks like Wecken is also going for it.
I mean, Wecken's going to need it.
Can Wecken beat out 7th Ace to this? Oh.
I mean, there is a bit of lag on Wecken's stream, but not this much.
I mean, that looks good from Wecken.
Yeah.
Wecken's got it as well, but I think unless there's an unforced error from Ace here, I think it's probably going to be going to 54 keys.
Let's see, SDPP 130.
Oh, Wecken not getting the death warp. Still at the start.
What? Oh, that is unfortunate. Kigo back a 3 confirmed. And that's Dogan 50k, just knocked by Jake.
So now the bingos are off the table.
Yeah. Now it's just squares. So from the looks of it, they're both going to have 1 graffiti square. So how are they doing on squares each? There's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 squares for Neko Jacobins, soon to be 10 with 99th graffiti. But there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 squares for Team 54 keys, and soon to be another one with Kibo, because Wecken doesn't know that Ace is already on the 2nd lap. And really, this is the most unfortunate kind of place to be in, because there's no. You're kind of passing the lovely, beautiful Kigo backer zone here, which is very unfortunate as Ace is coming over to get Air 4.
Yeah, definitely. Like, just the advantage from. I suppose, like, the mindset Wecken might have right now is, up until this very moment where it's been taken, maybe hoping that 7th Ace also went for the fence strat and didn't make it as well. Like, maybe that's what's going through Wecken's head and why he committed to Kibo after making that mistake. I suppose it's just like a desperate scramble at this point, right? You need everything you can get.
Yeah.
Although, you could have possibly potentially turned around to sewers and start a 100-meter room and just guarantee a square. Might have been a better decision. I'm not sure.
I think, knowing Neko Jacobins, they know they need to get those squares. They need every square they can at this point. I mean, you know, on one hand, you know, all well and good going for graffiti square, but the amount of time spent just to get this one square may have made more sense to go to SDPP or unlock Jazz. Because 54 keys looks like they're going for Jazz now.
Can I just say, by the way, for shame Team Neko Jacobins, preferring to do 99th spray than unlocking Jazz? I mean, come on.
I think they can be disqualified for that.
Jazz is deserving of more respect than this, okay?
Yeah, I think
I don't care that it's a slow race. Like,
yeah, I think we should just disqualify them for that, and we should be tagged back in, and we'll do the next.
Yeah,
round
exactly. I think
keys.
so. And we'll get a bye on the first round, so we're in the final.
Ace is going again for the fun, quick sewers.
Gets it this time. Probably going to see. Yeah, here we go. This is the this. Oh, not quite.
Ooh,
okay.
Wait,
Okay. Still got 10 cans. Nice.
Nice has to just make his way to the top.
Very slick movement through the sewers.
So I suppose thinking about, because Ace is going for, sewers 150k. Is he just like kind of like we've won? Because I would never want to go for 150k. I feel like it would still be more fun to go for SDPP.
You're there, and like you can only assume if. So I guess the thoughts are maybe I got Kibo Air 4, 100-meter room didn't get ticked off in that time. Wecken has to be in Kibo. Wecken probably wants to go elsewhere rather than challenge me for 100-meter room when I've got the advantage here. Like, I guess that's kind of the thought process, right? Because
either that
if you assume you're racing someone in Kibo, you have to assume they're like halfway around the map and are going to take longer to get out. And there's no way they'd race you to sewers, so Wecken going to Kibo. And like Wecken is in Skyscraper, so if that's the thought process, then it was a good shout.
Yeah, Jake's going for Skyscraper now. Probably won't be able to beat Wecken to it, considering the massive lead from Wecken. However, I think they're pretty almost certain that Jammy is in 99th. Because there's not been like anything marked for a good long time with Jammy. And there's the 100-meter room unlock. So now for everyone's favourite soul.
Now we get to watch it.
This is, as the kids say, a Poggers moment.
What one might refer to as a Poggers moment. Yes, I agree.
Quite.
Working with the trans guillotine there in in the camera.
There's Onion. Will Wecken be too far left? No. Wecken's learnt their lesson. There's a time and a place.
By every woman a guillotine. I'm always very curious how you actually get souls in Skyscraper, because I don't know how. So I'm always more like taking notes right now on how to do these things.
Yeah, so like in Jet Set Radio Future, there are these tapes that you pick up, and then they give you challenges, and then you do those challenges. And that's actually really interesting. I'll shut up. Actually, I like that. I'm taking
that was
notes.
cool. Now we know.
Swag.
So yeah, although Jammy Pat is going to close out the 99th 100% spray, I think it's been determined by chat, who, as we know, are the arbiters of maths, that this is now decided. 54 keys are taking the first game, but I don't care. We're going to still keep watching and cheer them on because it's fun.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
I wonder where
are they going to win by 1? Yeah, 2, I think. I was about to say, I'd be surprised if that was that close.
I mean, Ace is going to pick up this last soul now, but I suppose Wecken is probably going towards sewers just on the off chance that Ace screws it up loads and loads and loads. But no, it is going to be game to 54 keys. Yeah, GG on the first game. Very close.
Ooh, well, let's give them their first point of the game. 0-2-1. That was a
Can we do tennis scoring?
What?
Can we do tennis scoring?
What? Love 15.
Yeah, can we do that instead of like
Love
0-1? Love 15 is sweet.
Yeah. So I guess it's do they say love 15 or do they say 15 love and then they say 2?
Well, no, it depends who's serving. Whoever's service it is goes first.
Who's serving?
I mean, Wekken's serving us trans guillotine realness right now, so I suppose it's Neko Jacobins.
Fair point. Fair point. Looks like we've got the new board ready to go. So, yeah, love 15 to 54 keys.
I'm having a little cheeky look at the board. I don't know if you want to.
Oh, yeah, let's
have
a bit of a cheeky look at the board.
Little bit of a cheeky gander at the board. All right.
Little bit of a cheeky.
Look.
Little
All right,
bit more
darling.
good. Oh, shit!
You looking at my bingo board, boy? Okay, so center square, FRT special. Not so much of a horrible special center square this time.
4 graffitis.
Just having a
Doga,
look at some of these early
SDP,
things.
wait, no, that's not RDH. Sewers and Shibuya. Which,
Wait,
there's
so
some fast ones
5
there.
graffitis? Sorry, did you say?
4.
4.
I said one of them wrong.
That's a lot. So Shibuya atop a bus right there at
Yeah.
the start. I mean, I bet you will see Wecken and 7th Ace both go straight towards that.
Either that, or we may see 7th Ace just going, I'll leave that to Wecken.
And yeah, and possibly like going straight into Hikage. You've got Crane and center floating, 2
Yeah.
defaults you can pick up pretty quickly. If you just abandon on top of bus. What else is in Shibuya even? Is there much else? There's 100% spray, which you're not getting anytime soon.
It's not too long. There's definitely longer ones.
Yeah, but I don't think you do it first.
Oh, you
know
would
what I
do
mean?
it right at the start, but you'd make a start on it, I think. There's no reason not to. Especially if you're going for
like,
bus.
I would fully expect 7th Ace to just be like, I'm getting that. But then, like, is there what's on that side of the map? You've got Chuo, they've got tape in Chuo, 2 tape souls in Chuo, and special in Chuo. So there's 4 in Chuo. Okay,
Yeah,
actually,
if you really like went for it, you could get quite a bit of Chuo partial while you went to do those souls. But it's likely that two
there's
teams.
5 in Chuo.
It's 5. Wait, 5 tape souls?
No, there's Chuo. There's 60k
squares.
points. There's special. There's grind. There's south of Hayashi. And wait, what was the other one? There was another one, I swear. Air 4. Yeah, there's 5 souls in Chuo. Okay, never mind. I think we're going to see people beeline towards Chuo like immediately.
Yeah, there's a few souls in Chuo.
Yeah.
You think you might have
Shibuya,
yeah.
Shibuya top of bus, I think, is the trap here. I think if you go Shibuya top of bus, don't even bother going to Chuo. Go straight to Hikage, right?
Yeah.
Like you're not getting anything in Chuo if you go top of bus first.
You could get a few. You could get top of bus.
Well, yeah, you could get top of bus, I guess. I don't know.
if you
Well,
think that's
Chuo
worth
top of
it.
bus isn't there though. Like Shibuya top of bus, and then you'd have to like try and next level meta guess
looks
which
like they've
ones they're going
started.
for in Chuo.
Ace
Well,
immediately going
Wecken and Ace
Shibuya.
both heading that way.
And
Jake heading that way
towards
as well. Jammy, meanwhile, getting an uncontested side of the board again. Looks like Jake is going to be going straight through to Chuo. Ace, meanwhile, is going for
Ace
that
is going for
bus
it.
soul.
And so is Wecken. Oh god. Oh, and Wecken seems to
Oh,
have
and
just
Wecken
marked
just
it
edges
before.
it out on the board. And Ace now saying, "Nah, I'm out. I'm
Decent
going
bot
elsewhere.
bot
Going to pick up some
MP3.
other things."
So
Jake,
looks like
meanwhile,
Chuo-
into Hikage. Really, leaving Chuo? You send 2 people that way first, and don't send one to Chuo. That is brave.
That is one hell of a mind game. From
Wecken is now
yeah, I'm not even sure if that's a
completely
mind
free.
game. Like they've just
Wecken is completely free in Chuo for 5 souls right now.
wait. There's 5 in Chuo.
And Wecken now knows that they didn't go to Chuo. They're in Hikage. They are completely open. Is anyone going to go contest now? 7th Ace is committed to going Suba's direction. Jakey's still in Hikage.
This is ooh. I mean, Neko Jacobins, right? They have their highs and their lows. Like I wouldn't say they're the most consistent team in terms of winning, but when they win, they win. So could this be a 1-to-1?
I mean, if you give
15 to
Wecken 5
15?
souls at the start of the game, I
Oh,
think
yeah.
it could be a 1-to-1, you know? Center floating there. Congrats, you got both the Hikage
Well,
souls.
no, you're not giving Wecken the
comes
5
Chuo.
souls. You're giving Neko Jacobins 5 souls. It's an
Well, I mean,
important
Wecken's the one
distinction to
getting them.
make.
That's what I mean.
Well, it's their souls.
I mean, Wecken's the one getting them is what I mean. Like,
Oh, yeah, definitely.
leaving a player alone in there is definitely not a smart decision. And there's F4 very, very close, but getting it nicely.
Shout outs to thank you, Ace. When they win, they do in fact win.
When they win, they do in fact win. Okay, so
Where's
Seventh
the
ace and bottom
live?
point right now, picking up that quick bottom point soul.
Ooh,
I mean,
the
there are
multi-unlock
some
on Wekken's
defaults
end.
around this area. Wekken's just going to town in Chua right now.
So wait, out of all the Churro souls, is my favourite soul in here? I'm not sure which one that is.
Talking about like stacked areas, by the way, there's 4 souls in sewers, I think.
Ooh.
If I'm counting right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. So you've got a default, you've got rail floor 1 to 2, you've got air and tricks, and you've got 100% graffiti. Obviously, I'm not expecting them to go for graffiti just yet, but maybe start partialing on the way through. That could still be a very valuable area, especially if you've given this like early advantage to Neko Jacobins.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, Jake's in Shibuya now, so one thing I'm kind of thinking is, was it really worth going for special here? Special's kind of forced Wecken to finish the lap. I mean, maybe. I mean, it's a soul. It's definitely a soul to unlock and collect, but I feel like Shibuya in general is just a much faster area to collect multiple souls. And Jake looks like Jake started on Shibuya graffiti as well.
Yeah, well, Shibuya's only got the graffiti now, right? So there's no souls in Shibuya, I think.
Yeah.
But we've got the graffiti, which obviously I think I like this play because there's always the chance that Wecken, after doing Chuo, thinks no one was contesting me whatsoever. I can probably start like Shibuya graffiti. So if Jake is good at getting this started, then like Wecken might not be able to finish first.
Possibly.
I'm not sure how familiar Jake is with the Shibuya route. I'm assuming relatively familiar, considering that he's got all of the priority ones out the way first, the high up ones that are annoying to get to, and just focusing on these.
And it looks like Wecken's
simpler
going
ones
for that
now.
soul in the sensible way. Very disappointing.
No car jumps this time.
No car jumps. No. Oh, this is probably a thing I can do. Trademark jumps here. Soul
Okay, so that's going to be
96.
Chuo all cleared out nearly. Like we've got the point soul still to pick up. Doesn't
Yeah.
look like Wecken is. Did Wecken unlock it already?
Unlock what?
Points.
Is this points here?
Is that this one here? Yeah, it is. There we go. So that's going to be
That's South Bay,
Chuo
actually.
all cleared up.
So yeah, that's. I mean, it has been said in the chat though. Ace, in Ace's credit, he has found quite a few souls while Wecken was just running wild in Chuo.
Yeah, definitely. And I mean, like, you've got the ones in sewers, and there were a few in bottom point as well. So actually, it was quite a stacked area.
And it looks like Ace is going for graffiti while he's here as well. So maybe
It's just they're a
they'll
bit
be
more
going for
spread out and a
graffiti.
bit slower to get,
and Wecken's
maybe.
going for Shibuya graffiti.
This is what I thought. So Wecken, thinks I can go for Shibuya now because Jakey wasn't anywhere near Chuo, but it wasn't Hikage, but since left.
To quote an old American proverb, "Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs."
Indeed. So yeah, this is kind of how I called it, right? Like Wecken now thinks I can transition into doing Shibuya graffiti, and Jakey already there, sneaking it out from under him.
I can't believe you're psychic. Maybe I'll just let you say what's going to happen next. Who's won this match?
Should I get like a crystal ball and just start like randomly saying what it tells me?
Ask again later. And there's graffiti.
There we go. I mean, Wecken not too invested into it. Obviously has started it, but it's not as bad as if Wecken had spent a
Where's
good
Jake going?
5 minutes there.
Yeah. Just wondering where Jake's going at the moment, because just getting more cans for the journey.
I mean, everything seems to be over. There's Dogen spray.
Yeah, there is.
There's you could go either way now, right? Because
Yeah,
you've got a
Wecken's
few
going
over in the nighttime stage direction. You've got 99th SDPP and Highway 0.
Shout outs
But
to
no, going into
Wecken.
Dogen spray.
Shout outs to
Okay.
Wecken for remembering there's more than one entrance into Dogen.
Yeah, Jakey kind of taking the long way around. Meanwhile, Wecken is now in Dogen, going to be getting started first, and
Yeah, there's not really. Well, there is one place you can mess up Dogen, but if you find there, the rest of Dogen's just free.
yeah, and Wecken, I don't know if I'm fairly certain without this isn't me being disrespectful, but Wecken, a more experienced player than Jakey, I believe, and
Aelix!
possibly.
The
Oh,
disrespect!
Come on.
Come on. It's not fair.
I'm just saying, I would, if I had to bet money, I think Wecken can do this faster. So I think it's definitely, especially with the advantage that he had going into the start of it.
Okay,
So,
fiver then? Betting a fiver?
I don't bet, okay? Even when I'm very confident.
Which is unfortunate
More
for
like
you, 'cause I
A-list
think you're
mean?
right.
Wow, chat is on my case. Okay. I'm just calling it how I sees it, alright? Wecken going in with the advantage.
Yeah.
A lot of experience as a player.
Though, there is SDPP on the board, so Ace has got that. Looks like Jammy is going for Sewers Graffiti, which is going to be a mistake.
I mean, I'm guessing. I can only assume that Jake thought that Wecken would go for those 3 souls over the nighttime, 4 souls over towards the nighttime direction. Whereas
I think
Wecken probably
the idea
thought
was we can just go into Dogen. I think I think that'd be more or less neck and neck if it wasn't for the fact that Jake took the garage entrance, which, you know, I would have done the exact same thing. I would have completely blanked on the fact that, you know, Shibuya has a really close entrance to the start of the graffitis.
I guess. Actually, I guess, yeah. Jakey is kind of like quite close right now. Okay, Jakey's like I will take back my previous statement. It's gonna be neck and neck. It's gonna be very intense. Okay.
Neck and Neko.
Neck and Neko Jacobins.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's a hard one, because if I had to pick between 4 souls in one direction and doing a graffiti in another, I would normally go with the souls personally.
Oh, and Ace has just got Sewers Tricks 45. Are there any bingos on the board? I guess there is. There is a bingo with 2
column 5, yeah.
Looks like Jammy Pat is giving up on. Oh god, I have not seen Wecken's.
Yeah, this room is.
That is something.
Wecken, obviously.
True inspiration.
Very subtle hints towards Wecken's political alignment.
Yeah,
very
Wecken's
subtle.
a conservative,
you know,
right?
you'd be forgiven for not knowing. You know, like, it's that subtle. You know.
Yeah, I think there was a bit of conservative propaganda in there, must admit. Looks like Jake is... Ooh, then neck and neck leaving, more or less. I mean, Jake looks like leaving first. So let's see. Ace is probably going to finish up Sewers.
Well, I suppose, like, Jake probably had a bit more momentum going towards the exit. Oh, but now taking the stairs percent route. Oh, no.
Ooh, let's go.
Still just ahead, but don't forget, Wecken's camera is delayed, so they're probably closer to neck and neck, although Wecken has now made a mistake, so maybe not, but I should just stop trying to assess things, honestly. I just need to point out things.
That was a cool stale judo from 7th Ace. A shifty, a 720, a
Jake going straight through to SDPP.
Yeah, it looks like Jake is going to be the one in SDPP. Maybe Ace will be guiding the route. So everyone's, everyone's expecting Ace to be absolutely ecstatic.
Oh no, skipping SDPP, going to Highway 0, going to get that F5 instead.
Okay, are they both doing that? Looks like they... Ooh. Jake's going into Highway 0, but let's see, Wecken going for SDPP? Is there anything
Probably going to go pick up the tape for F4 and partial along the way. Yep, getting the spray there. Coming straight down for the tape, yeah. So, gonna see Wecken aiming to get both of these souls. Jakey not contesting, going straight to Highway 0 to pick up that F5. And meanwhile, we've got 7th Ace going for the graffiti, having to do 100-meter room twice in this set so far.
Shoutouts to 7th Ace.
Poor 7th Ace, the absolute trooper. Jammy Pat just going to pick up this FRZ square, but not going to be contested there. That will be nice for them. Just take a quick look at the score potential. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I mean, right now I'm kind of assuming the situation where each team will get 2 graffitis. So who's winning on squares right now?
I think
Neko
it's...
Jacobins, but I can't count.
So yeah, Neko Jacobins are currently ahead by 1, and they have the graffiti, but then
So
it's going to be 1 graffiti each, assuming that... Am I being...
Well, because
I've been
they
saying
both
it's
have two
Suez graffiti.
So.
Oh yeah, it
Well,
was Suez
assuming
graffiti.
they both have 2 graffitis. Unless
Yeah, which
Wecken
they
really
should do,
messes
right?
us up. But there's Highway 0, so I guess 99th and SDPP Air 4. SDPP Air 4 is probably going to be unlocked by Wecken. So let's try and do some predictions. Let's predict that this ends with 2 more squares to Neko Jacobins and 1 more square to 54 Keys. Who would be winning?
So I mean, if it goes with the trend right now and Wecken gets 100% graffiti, then that will be.
I mean, at that point we could just count on squares.
Yeah, so they need the graffiti and they need a square, I think, and then they will be guaranteed win. So if both of these souls get sniped, then they can't win. I think.
Looks like Jake is going through SDPP, but it looks like Wecken's like close to Air 4. I can't remember exactly where Air 4 spawns, but this seems about right. So unless there's a huge upset and Wecken misses a jump somewhere and gets teleported God knows where, I think
is it this one here? The one that spawns down here? Is this Air 4?
I believe so. I think it's the one that has the really terrible.
No, it's not. It's here.
Oh, did Jake miss that rail?
Jake's dropped down. I think Wecken thought it was maybe this one. Wecken seemed a bit confused.
Looks like Wecken's going for
it. Looks like Jake is going to pick it up. This is actually going to steal the win. Yeah, this is Air 4. They got it. 54 Keys won, even with that start that Neko Jacobins had.
Oh, that is unfortunate. Yeah, I think Wecken was planning on unlocking it right before getting it.
I think Wecken maybe thought that the Air 4 was on the other platform.
Perhaps. I believe that's game. So let's count squares.
Wecken looked a bit uncertain after it wasn't there.
Let's count squares. There's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Wait, there's a number on the bingo sync. Why don't you just 17. Tell me what those numbers say? Because I can't see them.
Oh, I was using that before. So it's 13 to 11. So
that'd be 13 to 12, even if they got SDPP. So I think that's game to 54 Keys, right there.
Well, if they get, it'll be, it will, because it'll be 2 graffitis each. Yeah, that is going to be game.
Damn, that was brutal. 54.
And now
Keys.
we have 3 players in. We have all 4 players in Skyscraper doing graffiti. This is just, I'd let them just have the square. I wouldn't.
Yeah.
I wouldn't make them do this, but. So yeah, it's going to be 54 Keys going through to the grand finals.
Yes.
Or are we doing a losers bracket for this, or is it just are we just doing finals? We're not doing like double elimination or anything.
Finals. I mean, we could do a losers bracket, and then whoever loses in that can go against us again.
Does that mean we get to run the losers bracket?
I'd love to, but I don't think we're doing a losers bracket unless everyone wants to.
Yeah, and we just start in the losers bracket, and that's how it works, right?
Yeah, exactly. We get free entry into the losers bracket because we're that good.
Yeah, we do. I mean, we are the losers, so it's our bracket by right.
No time for champions because we are the losers.
By right of our performance in this tournament, we deserve to be in the losers bracket.
It's official 0 to 2.
There we go. It's confirmed now. But yeah, the both incredibly close games, and I do feel quite bad for.
I mean, it was down to 1 square here, and I think before it was down to 2 squares. So I mean,
yeah, absolutely.
Neko Jacobins, they have the skills. The only issue is I think that 54 Keys has kind of the strategic mind. Because it's been interesting, because Phosphorus Ikumi beat 54 Keys, and Neko Jacobins, I think they beat, Phosphorus Ikumi or Renat Gat. And us. But keep in mind, we won a round. That's the important part. We lost, but it was close. That's true. Wink, wink. So yeah, they've got the skills. It is just a case of the strategy, because I think we got lucky with the strategy one time, and that was what got us around. We just got lucky with that. But with 54 keys, you've got Ace's skill, Jake's been practicing quite a bit from what I remember, and they've got the strategic mind of 7th Ace, who is, played enough rando, played enough bingo, knows what he's doing. There's no two ways about it.
Yeah, definitely. It is a shame. I mean, I think partially just seeing. I think okay. So here's a great example of I think what maybe happened near the start that I can illustrate with my own mistake. So there were a lot of squares in Chuo. Initially, I just saw a lot of names in Chuo, and I thought, oh wow, Chuo's stacked. Everyone should be going to Chuo. Why is no one going to Chuo? But like you pointed out, there was a lot of stuff within close proximity in the Shibuya area, in the sewer area. Sorry, you had sewers, you had a bottom point, and there was an FRZ in there as well, I think.
Yeah.
So there was a big cluster of stuff, plus the graffiti in sewers.
Yeah, and the thing with Chuo...
And with JQ taking away that Shibuya graffiti, that really took the advantage of that side of the map away. After you take that away, there's more souls over the sewers way.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the thing with Chuo is, especially on that second to last square, Wecken just had to be committed to Chuo and basically have to do a whole other lap just to finish off that one square, where obviously that gave Ace a lot of time to just go wherever Ace wanted. Just chill, have a nice, relaxing vacation over in the sewers. But it's one of those things, you unless you're thinking 50 squares ahead at every given point, there's no way to be sure of that. Did Jammy Pat just die in Skyscraper? Yep. Okay, cool. I assume that was probably intentional, given that everyone else is in Skyscraper. It's just kind of like a, what's the point?
Skyscraper.
Either that or Jammy wasn't looking at Jammy's health, but I haven't been paying attention to Jammy's square, so I don't know for sure. So this playoffs round 1 in memory of Jammy Pat. Rest in peace.
In memory of Jammy Pat. R.I.P. Jammy Pat.
Jammy Pathu.
Jammy Pathu.
Yeah.
Oh, the F's in chat. Thank you, chat. Honestly.
Rest in peace.
Remembering our fallen friend.
It looks like they're playing it out at least. So they definitely don't.
Oh, Wecken needs a can. Someone get Wecken a can.
Just wait 5 minutes here.
Oh, there's a can. It's okay. Wecken can get a can.
Wecken can have a little can as a treat.
A little can as a treat. Is there a spray at the top here? There is, isn't there?
No.
Just getting over to this side quicker, I guess, even though it's not really quicker. But there is a single spray there. There we go. Oh, if Wecken missed that spray, that would have been. And 7th Ace is gradually catching up on these graffitis.
I mean,
7th Ace literally in the same position as Wecken was a second ago.
Yeah, I mean, everyone was saying Ace does like the Skyscraper District of Bearer Park. A key way to differentiate between the two aces: one knows what they're doing in Skyscraper, and the other one's ace bats.
Look, okay, you've guided me through Skyscraper to some degree before.
I have no idea how the hell I did that, but sure, let's go with it.
You told me where a soul was, and I still couldn't find it.
To be fair, I was looking at the speedrun website as I told you.
You were the knowledge base because you were willing to open up
hell?
another little wall clip there.
Never seen that one before.
I think I've seen that before in bingo exclusively. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, it's a neat little thing. Walls are merely a suggestion. Yeah, shoutouts to jetsetradiospeedruns.com/soul locations. I don't know if that's the actual URL of the soul locations. You can find it if you just go on the website. /subscribe.
I don't know if it is called that. Fact check, please. Can we make sure that this stream is entirely factual, okay?
Oh, okay, yeah, sorry, my bad.
Anyway, so SSCK will be going through to the finals. This is factual.
The clip. Apparently I've never seen the clip.
This is just the least climactic way to end a bingo game.
I mean, to be fair, it would be a huge upset if Ace got these sprays. Jammy's. Wecken's still in the. Wait, where was Jammy? 30.
I feel like we need a concede option. I
mean,
when the game is already lost and we're just watching this happen. I don't know if
So they're on the
Neko
same
Jacobins
route,
have
but
realized
Ace has
that they've
2
lost
left.
already. They probably have. I mean, Jammy Pat's just chilling, so...
Yeah. To be fair, I'd be chilling as well if I died in Skyscraper and, just had you and Skyscraper, like, yeah,
Yeah,
go on,
but I'd be
Evers.
chilling in like a shower. Like I'd be like, off the Xbox, like doing something relaxing instead of like stood there.
Any shower fans in the chat?
Any showerers in chat? Bath or shower chat? State your preference. I want to hear.
Oh no, we are not having this.
Yeah, we are. Come
This
on.
argument.
I want to hear. I want to hear people's opinions.
Oh,
If chat doesn't, if Dungachi says if chat doesn't shower, they're banning them.
yeah,
Uh-oh, stinky.
Beth oppression.
Daft is very confused. Ektar is in the bathtub right now. Okay. I guess that's
Having
your
a
preference.
shower,
And there
right?
we go. Wecken has ended it. It is over now.
Whey! And Wecken's still lost.
7 days.
Rest in peace.
Literally 2 sprays off finishing it himself. I'm really glad we got to watch 2 people's worth of skyscraper graffiti to end the game.
And 2 halves.
It's not like I have work tomorrow.
It's
I don't mean
11.
it.
Don't be
It's
such a
entertaining.
baby.
I'm not a baby, don't worry.
Don't be such a babby.
But yeah, so now that it
Babies are
is
happy.
official and the squares are all marked, that is going to be 54 keys winning this round of the bracket. So moving on to the grand finals. This will be the last time we see Team Neko Jacobins in this tournament. So
Rest in
big
peace.
round of applause for them. They played really well. 2 really close games there. Very enjoyable to watch.
I mean, they definitely had a good run, and they shared their responsibility greatly. But unfortunately, the capitalist pigs of 54 keys just beat them.
Speaking of the teams,
Shall
they've
we have a
joined
chat?
us.
Ooh.
Let's have a little chinwag, shall we, teams? Let's have a little
Never
bit of
say
a
that word
gossip.
again.
I'm
I
sorry, what now?
refuse to bow to your demands. How were the games? How did you find them? Share your thoughts.
Acceptable.
Okay.
Sure.
STPP Graffiti finally showed up for the first time in... How many games have we played? It was a round robin with 5 teams. So,
Sure,
too
one.
many.
Too
Is
many,
what-
yeah.
At least
I think
one.
it was 10...
I
10
think it was in one of
matches.
our games.
No, it was
I
in
think one of
our,
our
it was in our
games it was in.
offline, like, casual.
I remember
Yeah.
because I
1v1.
started it and then stopped because I didn't know where the rest were.
That might have... Oh, that was the match
was
against...
the forgotten
with
match.
Foxo that got removed with
Oh, yeah.
Pikachu and you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The forbidden
it was
match.
tragic.
Got lost to the tournament.
Shoutouts to Team Scarf.
So yeah, there were 25 games in the regular
Forbidden team.
season, and not a single one of them had Skyscraper Graffiti, so we got it on the
Until
27th
now.
game. And then I lost by 20 seconds, but I also started behind, so...
I generated the board and I was like, oh, Ace is gonna love this one.
SDPP.
So
I got
I'm-
Kevin, so that's the moral victory.
You got Kevin. I only got Kev because I got a hop instead of a trick jump. Very sad.
I'm
Hate to see
curious,
it.
by the way, for both teams, what your thought process was going into that second game, because there were 2 very stacked locations in very different directions.
What were the stack locations? Those are
Chuo
the-
and the whole sewers area, because there were quite a few in bottom
Yeah.
point and regular sewers. Like there were
Yeah.
more in the sewers direction, but there was a lot in just Chuo. I think there was 5 souls.
Yeah, I got all the Duo Souls.
Oh, you sure did. I didn't even see that, to be real honest.
All right, fair enough.
Big skill. Yeah, Jake was like, we're gonna go Hikage, and I'm gonna go... Or I said, I'm gonna go to Shibuya and then try and do bottom point. And then Jake was like, alright, I'm just gonna go to Hikage, and then go from there. Chuo probably would have been a better contest, but, you know, we only had a minute, and I had to spend 5 seconds of it typing SDPP in chat.
Yeah, for sure. Like, I mean, I think it worked out for you in the end because even though there were 5 in Chuo, there was a lot like over that side of the map, and it was relatively like free to just go in there and take them. And then also like Jake getting Shibuya Graffiti while Weckham was in Chuo was also a really good thing for you guys.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh yeah, the
Yeah.
Dogen Graffiti. You two were really close for like pretty much the whole of Dogen.
Makes
Yep.
sense.
I was close on it, but unfortunately did cause issues. But we did at the end go, all right, all we need to do, we have 2 graffitis already, so all we need to do is split the graffiti and then win a majority of squares. So our goal was to grab the 13 squares required for victory by
Should have
picking
read
up all
that
the
read.
souls.
And I should have prioritized getting air for skyscraper.
SDPP air, yeah.
Yeah, I would have brought it to a tie.
So,
Yep.
so out
No,
of
you would have
interest,
won by 1.
so was it just like not prioritizing it? Because we thought, because you were in a different soul location, we thought that maybe you like got the wrong soul, but you just weren't prioritizing it. You were just going for the graffiti first.
Yeah, incorrect.
Wecken doesn't make mistakes. Wecken makes completely different mistakes.
Look. Okay, I'm gonna get torn up by chat again. Okay.
Yeah, less of this Wecken hate. Like,
It's not Wacken hate. The last one I got torn up for was in support of Wacken. Come on.
being partial like
I
me.
am
I'm a big
a
fan of 54
controversial
keys.
figure, to be certain.
Chat's been really rude to me tonight. Okay, that's the context of what's going on.
Wecken, in your defense, if you prioritize Air 4, you might miss graffiti since I was 20 seconds behind you.
Yeah.
It's because I messed up a lot and
Well,
I will say
7 days was
regardless-
partially
with
because I
38
didn't
sprays
care
when you
anymore.
finished.
yeah. Yeah, all I had to do was loop around and get the 2 that were on the side pyramid. And that was it, or not, the side walls. So.
Yeah, I had like 2 separate can crazies.
Oh,
Which
the
I don't
one on
need to
top of
look at on
Observatory was horrible to watch. I really felt
I-
for you. Like,
I told Jake while I was running the route, I'm like, I'm behind Wecken because I started like a minute later, but if he has any more than like 1 or 2 can crises, I have a real shot at this.
No.
So
Guess you didn't.
I had absolutely none. I had a couple minor mistakes, but really nothing that amounted to significant time loss.
I'm curious as well. I don't know how much thought went into it, but towards the end of the first game, with the decision to go into Kibo for both of you, with Seventh Ace getting there before Wecken. Both of you went for the fence strat, by the way.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Did you get it, Wecken? Did you get fence jump?
Oh, I got the fence jump and then I missed the ladder.
I'm
Oh, you didn't do the death warp one. Hmm.
And not
Unlucky.
consistent enough at it.
I'm curious, Wecken, what the decision making was after that mistake. Did you think that maybe Ace was going for 100-meter room, or were you?
Yeah, I didn't. I thought that he might be doing something else. I know. At that point, we kind of needed most of the stuff.
Mm.
I mean,
So you just
Yeah,
had to go for it
sometimes you have to
regardless
play
of,
to
yeah.
your outs, and your out is hoping sometimes when you're in that position. So, yeah, no, I definitely agree with you that sometimes you just have to, you have to choke up, take the mistake and go, all right, I gotta, just kind of hope on this. So,
yeah.
Fair enough. Well, it was really great to watch. Both really close games. It was very interesting having a game that had already been decided with 4 people in Skyscraper at the end.
Yeah.
Watching everyone kind of flail about, try to get obviously, flail about's the wrong word. I guess watching everyone in a zone that takes a long time to complete
Yep.
at the end for that climactic square that didn't actually influence the game.
Yep. The one downside of the bingo format.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, well played, Neko Jacobins. I was genuinely worried for this one, considering you grabbed a game off the Crabbers and played us to a tie before and made everything difficult for us. And you've been showing good improvement throughout the season, so we were
Yeah,
genuinely worried.
The first game was going well. We got sniped a lot. Second game
Yeah,
was just.
I gotta watch.
To be honest.
Yeah, I gotta watch the first one because I don't know.
In that
where y'all
first one, we
sniped
got
to.
like 7 souls in a row.
Yeah,
And
we were
that,
able to mark 7 squares in a row, and that just kind of solided up the game for us. So,
But GG's all around. That was a very exciting game for both of them. But unfortunately, Team Neko Jacobins has left the tournament.
Joining us in the losers circle.
Rest in peace.
The
This is
circle of
where the
shame.
fun is, to be fair. This is where all the cool people are.
This is where the
Yeah.
fun begins.
But hopefully, we'll see both of you for the next Wars, right?
Jesus
Damn it, Ace
Christ.
That was
Ace
too forced.
Bats.
That was too forced.
It's never too
Try
forced.
again next time.
That was too forced, but the other thing I said wasn't.
The
Okay.
games are done. We've settled the
Gonna have to
scores. Join us
cancel
next
Ace.
time on Bingo Wars. Huh?
I mean, if you,
You
want
knew
to hear
you knew what you were
Forced,
getting when you asked us on. Okay.
if you want to hear Forced, we can just wrap up the stream right now, and I can finish it on the age-old quote. It doesn't matter if you don't know the lingo. It's always a good time on Jet Set Radio Future Bingo. Thanks for watching, everyone.
I'm just